name's Katherine O'Leary-Cole, and we are at Point Whitney on the Hood Canal. We're suiting up to get ready to go for a dive. I'm from South Carolina, and my husband Kelly's from Texas. And we lived in Arkansas for a couple years and decided to go and travel the country in our van. We came out here and just absolutely fell in love. Between the mountains and the ocean, the diving, being out in the boat, it's really great. We're expecting the water temperature today to be somewhere in the mid-40s, so that is a little bit chilly. At Point Whitney, one of the things that's really known for are the giant plumose anemones. And being a regular Hood Canal diver, it's easy to forget that the plumose anemones get larger here than they do anywhere else. So for example, down in California, if you have, a 6-inch plumose anemone, people will talk about it, like go see this one. And they start to build part of the ecosystem where you're gonna see a lot more fish and invertebrates. So Point Whitney, one of the things there is that there's 2 main pipelines that go out. And there's just a whole lot of wildlife that's built around those. There's several octopus in the debris field around and underneath the pipe, which those are always a favorite for everybody wants to see. That's on most divers, their bucket list to check off for the Hood Canal is a giant Pacific octopus. It's a pretty gentle slope there, and then starts to drop off once you get to about 80 feet or so and gets really deep really quickly. So it's a really nice mix for having everything from tiny little nudibranchs all the way up to, that's often a site where people will see whales. I've seen seals there in the water many times. Dogfish. You see lots of jellyfish there, which this is the time of year where the anemones are actually feasting on the jellyfish, which is pretty interesting to see underwater. And that's one of my favorite things about diving is you just get to see all these interactions between the different critters. You can see the crabs are kind of fighting over their territories, and you have fish mating, and then you have a whole school of fish go by, and it's just really, there's so much to look at when you're underwater. To me, it's really, I like to be able to challenge and push myself and scare myself a little bit. And I've built a great community of people that feel the same way. Diving is, there is some risk involved in it. But if you have the right gear, the right training, you have a good plan, it's really a very safe activity. But you have people that are drawn to it because they want some adventure and they want to challenge themselves, and they're not afraid to get into cold water and kind of dive into the unknown.